Never lie to your service writer. Let's talk about that. Let's get cracking. So I had to go down and pick up some parts from my Kubota tractor. I have a front end guard right here that kind of is a different variant of the previous models I've had. This is my third Kubota. And when you open up the hood or bonnet to get to the motor, you have to push this guard forward, otherwise it bumps into the hood of the tractor. In my haste and not paying attention, I knocked the hood ornament off of the tractor. And I'll explain how this ties in with a motorcycle service shop. So I go to my local dealer and I tell them exactly what happened, and the parts person was flabbergasted that I walked in and told the truth. She said, "You don't know how many people do this and walk in and try to make a warranty claim." Lord knows I've had that situation when I was in the car business 1,000 times with people coming in and flat lying when it was their mistake. The young lady was so flabbergasted that it's a minor part, just a plastic hood ornament, that they just gave me a new one for free for being honest about it. It is so rare that these people get the truth when a customer comes in and has made a mistake or error with their vehicle, their car, their tractor, or their motorcycle. So this led me down a rabbit hole of what I experienced in my career, just telling the truth and how I would react to it when customers told me the truth versus standing there and having to argue with somebody that I know did something wrong or was abusive to the vehicle, and they're trying to play it off like it's a warranty issue. Yes, there's lots of shops that are shady out there. You can't tell if you're being swindled. So I get being apprehensive as a consumer, and I'll give you some tips to kind of view the overview of the repair facility or dealership that you're at. That'll give you signs to give you a good shot that you're going to get a decent place to work on your bike. The signs of a good repair shop when you walk into the facility: is it clean? Are the floors swept? Is there junk pile, parts, dirty parts laying in every corner? If it's clean and tidy, then that indicates that you have a diligent team with good management managing it. It also becomes a safety risk having all that clutter around your garage while you're trying to work, to trip and fall or have it fall on you while you're trying to service vehicles. The next good indicator would be how transparent are they with you. Let's say you get hit with a very expensive repair bill on your bike. Are they going to be transparent about it? Are they willing to show you pictures and break it down for what needs to be replaced or repaired on your motorcycle? There's no excuse for that or a reason for that in today's world to not get email with pictures or text with pictures. I text dealers all over the world trying to get parts, and I'm chasing down and get to the root of where we're trying to go. So I always try to talk about build a rapport with your service writer and also the tech that works on your bike. When you take your bike in for repairs, and if they did a great job, talk to them. Ask if you can go back and talk to the tech. Did you see anything? Shake his or her hand. Thank them for keeping you safe and out of harm's way and on the road. Find out what they enjoy in life. If they enjoy a candy bar or a six-pack of beer or whatever, and throw it in your saddlebag or tank bag or whatever, and tell them there's a treat for you in there when you get done working on the bike. And believe me, they'll remember you. They'll work extra hard to give you a quality service and at a good fair price. That comes from building a rapport. It's no different if I took my bike over to my friend's house and he helped me install a new clutch cable because I didn't know how to do it. Yeah, hook him up, buy him a dinner or buy him lunch or a cup of coffee and a bagel or something. There are two professions that get lied to in every day of their job. One is a service writer for any type of vehicle place, and the other one is anybody enforcing the law enforcement. That could be the magistrate all the way down to the police officer or meter maid for that matter. Every time they're standing in front of somebody who has done something wrong, they're never at fault, and they sit there and will lie and dance around the issue when Clearly, they have the evidence to nail you to the cross, so why are we going down this path? You're only making things harder for yourself. That same rule applies to your service writer. They get lied to every single day. Guys get a load of testosterone and do burnouts on their bike. They slam shift when they don't have a speed shifter like a lot of the newer, go fast bikes have. You just can't slam the gears without using the clutch. You'll chip the teeth in all the gears, brake belts, etc. Brake chains that drive the transmission and things of that nature. The burnouts, I don't care how much you clean your bike. In every nook and cranny up underneath it, there's going to be shreds of rubber. There'll be that aroma of burnt tire that you cannot get rid of. Your shop knows when you're lying 100% of the time. Don't do it. Bad things come from that. If you do lie to them, then they have to play hide and go seek to see if it is a warranty repair, and they'll dig into your bike and find out what the problem is. The proof is always right there in front of them. They're professionals. They do this every single day for a living. And if you think you're going to pull the wool over their eyes, you're kidding yourself. And when they find out the problem was abuse or a mistake by you as the consumer, now you get to pay another hour or two more labor for them to chase down and find out what the problem is. So if you make a mistake like I did with my tractor here, where I knocked off the hood ornament, just a $5 part, it's silly, and I was rewarded with telling the truth to the service writer what the problem was and owning it right up front, because it's a very common issue with this design. How does this apply to you, and how's this going to help you moving forward? It's going to cost you less money for them to diagnose the problem if you just say, I was doing a burnout and something went pop, sounded like it came from here. They know right where to look and get right to it and get to the bottom of what is going on with your bike. If you just made a mistake, own it and tell them so they can find out what's going on and much sooner and get you fixed up and back on the road at a cheaper price. If they catch you lying, I promise you, every tech in that shop in there is laughing at you, and your name is now mud. So every time you walk into that dealership, they know exactly who they're dealing with, a liar. So your takeaway should be, just be real with your service writer. You'll get better service, normally at the best price. Kind of odd that I'm using a tractor to make my point, but kind of resonated with me as I've had this conversation with customers 1,000 times. I hope you folks give it some thought when you make a mistake or break something and take it into your dealer and talk to them about it. And this week's shout out goes to Big Smitty Writing. This guy is an anomaly. He has 7,160 subs. A couple of motovloggers got behind this guy and started pushing his name out there in social media, and he just blew up. So he's flabbergasted that he has so many subs, but there it is, he does. He has 157 videos out. His motto is, a biker who married a hottie and raising 4 little hellions. I love riding motorcycles and have owned just about every brand out there. He considers himself a fine connoisseur of bikes, whiskey, cheap beer, cigars, and a friend to those who love the biker lifestyle. He's rocking a 2021 Honda Gold Wing that is just the perfect color combo in my opinion. That's that dove gray with the red accents. What I like about Big Smitty is what you see is what you get. He doesn't pull any punches, and he doesn't have a filter. So if he disagrees with something, he's going to look you dead in the eye and tell you I disagree, and here's why, and give you a good reasoning behind it. He's a moral man, he's a family man, and he's a heck of a good guy. And I believe there's a hidden Easter egg with him. I believe he used to be a pro wrestler at one time. So I hope you go check him out. If you do and you like him and subscribe to him, please let him know that Kraken sent you. And there's my ghost dog, Daisy May. She's here to remind me to wrap up this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. If you want to see more in the future, hit that subscribe button right down there in the corner. And remember, folks, go ride because it's good for you. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.